Let's just be honest. I mean, like, just answer their phone. I get it. It's traumatizing, but you can have your people around you and still answer the phone and press record. I'm sorry. I just feel like it's being. I feel like it's giving a little bit of do too much, and I. Hi guys, welcome to Maria's Golden Hour, episode 13. I know, I can't believe it. 13. I'm making it. I'm doing it slowly but sturdily. I'm walking up the stairs of doing this shit, and I'm working on it. You like the fit. You like the fit. I look cute. I know you don't gotta tell me, cause I know. But thank you. You know. But Hi guys, welcome to Maria's Golden Hour, episode 13. You can listen to my podcast anywhere and everywhere. Go check a bitch out. You can listen to me on TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, because I got clips on TikTok and Instagram, but Spotify, Apple Play, YouTube. I make these in YouTube videos. Audio listeners in the back, the people in the back that be working right now, you at work, doing your job, listening to me. If you click on it, you can actually see this video on your Spotify account. I don't know, Spotify, if you hear me, help a bitch out. I'm shouting you out. You shout me out. You feel me? But yeah, you can listen to me anywhere. You can watch me on Spotify now. So you can see all the time I'm about to spill. Swear to God, if I split my hair out in this bitch, it's gonna be a problem. But yeah, you guys can listen to me anywhere and everywhere. Go let a bitch know. But yeah, let's get into me. This is my Oh wait. You can listen to me anywhere and everywhere. And if you got something to say, say it after. If you don't like what I have to say, I don't give a fuck. Listen to the whole thing. Then go in the comments, complain, write your little complaints. That's my little advice box. The ones that jobs have that are pointless as fuck, but it's made to seem like they're helping the workers and they're caring, but they really don't give a fuck, and no one read those. That's what my comment section is for you guys. So you can write your complaints. Say I look busted, but we know I look good today. We know I look good, but say we are lies. Lie to yourself, not your mama. But we can do that. And then, but give me my 5 stars and then like my video and subscribe. Because one thing we not gonna do, is give a bitch her credit, because I deserve it and I earned it. And we both know I'm funny, because why are you listening to me if I wasn't? Okay, then, like I fucking thought. Thank you. But yeah, so you can listen to me anywhere, everywhere. Like and subscribe. And let's get into this shit. Okay? Okay. So let's talk about me, because it's Maria's Golden Hour. If somebody can actually sing and like sing me some like dramatic ass shit, like just just like too much, like calm down kind of shit, so put that in there and give you credit in every single video I post. But yeah. But let's talk about me. I'm getting new glasses, by the way. So I went to the eye place. I'm getting me some new glasses. I'm getting purple. So that's gonna be coming in like 2 weeks. So I can't wait for that. They are so cute. They're like white on, they're like clear on the bottom and like purple on the top. So those are gonna be really cute. So I'm looking forward to that. Glasses reveal. I never wear glasses on this. For anyone that don't know, I wear glasses because I'm blind as fuck and I'm a kid that shoved their phone in her face. Now, don't get it twisted, because I was born in the 2000s and I was forced to go outside and ride a bike. I was one of those kids. My mama was like to me, you can ride from this end of the block to this end of the block. And one of the fucked up things was we lived on a short ass block. So I wasn't going nowhere. Imagine trying, you got this big ass bike and you're like 6 years old and you're trying to turn that bitch at the edge of the corner because your mama said you can't turn. Use that corner to that corner. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck I'm gonna do with that shit? That's like 5 to 10 squares, What am I going? That's not enough, but that's what it was. So don't get it twisted. I was an outside kid, but then when them phones start coming out, because I was a flip phone child when I was like 3. No, when I was 5, I was walking around with them. So I was like, what pa? Closing my hose. I want that new Samsung phone so I can try it, because I haven't seen no one try that yet because it's glass. But like, we gotta do it for the 2000 babies. We have to. I gotta see somebody do it at least once to satisfy my inner child urge. But another thing besides getting my glasses is I'm working on myself again.
Child. Anyway, so
And you're gonna be like, Maria, you weren't working on yourself? No, I just paused it. But yeah, no, I'm back on it because I slipped a little. I had a little bit of a depression, which isn't really of a slip. I mean, it is a slip, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying. So I was just like, ugh, what am I doing? Like, why am I doing the stuff I'm doing? And I just wasn't happy. So I had to do a little mental reset. I had to do a little mental reset because I was just like, why am I doing what I'm doing? And if I'm not gonna tell you guys what I was doing, and I wasn't doing nothing semi dirty. I stayed in my room the whole time I was doing anything. So this sounds so like I did something so disgusting, but it was really not that deep. Personally, to me, it's kind of like, what are you doing? But like, no, in general, it's like doesn't matter. Anyway, I just was reflecting on myself, like, what am I doing? And it was just like, you gotta calm down because honestly, it's not really as fun as you thought it was. I'm just gonna tell y'all what I was doing because if I don't tell you, you're gonna just be like, "What the fuck was this bitch doing?" Where she's questioning her life choices like this. I was on Tinder, and don't worry, I'm back on that shit. But I was on Tinder and I was just like talking to dudes, and there was this one boy where I felt like I was like, he's cute. I could ruin his life for fun because I realized I was like, the reason why I questioned myself is because I was like, I'm talking to this dude, and I'm like barely attracted to him. Not no, I was attracted. Nope, barely because it got when you learn someone's personality more, their looks slowly decrease. But yeah, so he was like barely attractive after a minute. Just like, what are you doing? Talking like, why are you? I just didn't have the energy to text him back. Like I was just so bored. So I left him on delivered. My bad, guy. If you see this, he was trying to figure out the name of my podcast, and I never told him. So you never gonna see this. Haha, got you. But I've been like, the reason why I'm like reflecting is because like I'm like, why am I using him just to get back at my ex because he's a whore? And I realized just like that's not good for me. That's not the kind of person I am. And I'm changing myself for a petty game of revenge when I know I'm a bad bitch and he gonna come back crawling because they always come back crawling. But besides the point, not really. So I was just like, let me take a step back. And so I stopped texting him. Took a break from Tinder as a whole and just like trying to really be able to be alone with myself and my inner thoughts because again, my inner thoughts was a lot about him, but not in a sexual way, a murdery way, a traumatized way. And he didn't do anything to me. No, the stuff he told me after we broke up, the stuff he did after we broke up traumatized me, which is crazy. I'm working on it. It's going away. I'm going away slowly but surely, but it's going away because I'm a bad bitch. But yeah, so I was just like, I need to really clear my head of all my thoughts of him, out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. So I was just like, I gotta cut it off at the like root. I mean, not with him, but like in general with men, so I can just like be alone. And I did that for a couple days, and I feel good now. So I'm just back on Tinder, and I found this one dude, and he's so cute, and like he might be the one. Bro, y'all can't even come for me because I know like so many people just related to that. And if you did, what's up, girl? But yeah, so that's like my little like so I'm back on working on myself and I'm doing pretty good. I'm trying to get back to my life. But still don't got no job. Car about to get repo real soon. Real soon. Like really, really, really soon. Not really, but that bill ain't paid. So it's gonna get repoed eventually. Shit. Honda, my bad, but it is what it is. So yeah, I don't got no job yet. I went to a temp agency though, and she said there seems like there's not really that many jobs available for the certain kind of thing I'm looking for and the payment I want because I'm expensive. Okay, I may be going down in debt, but I'm gonna be a bougie bitch when I come out. Don't play with me because I will risk it all for a higher pay. I ain't working no 9 to 5 for $12 an hour and it's 30 minutes away at 8 to 2 in the morning. No, 8 a.m. to 2 in the afternoon. You got me fucked up. But she is so sweet though. She said she gonna keep it pushing because she was like, I know you wasn't gonna like it, but I had to ask. And I was like, bitch, you crazy. Don't waste your time again. So that's happening. So I didn't get a call back on that. Indeed is a scam because while y'all looking at my application and y'all just ignoring me like I'm not qualified for the job, that's kind of rude. Like Walmart, did you blacklist me? Because what's your problem? Haters gonna hate, right? So yeah, Sue don't got no job. Jobless, as in like the homeless version of without a job, but jobless. Yeah. I gotta cut a lot of this shit out because some of the shit I'm saying isn't even making sense. Like, if you're still listening to me right now, you is a trooper because why are you here? Let's continue. Let's move on. Let's get out of me because as you can see, the more I talk about myself, the more you get inside my head, and it's just not a pretty picture up there right now. So let's move on. Something to talk about. I've been on TikTok. I'm a TikTok whore. Okay, I love me some TikTok. TikTok really ruined me because my attention span is 15 seconds to 60 seconds. You can enter. I be trying to swipe up on my parents when they're talking to me because they're so they. I get it. I watched the first 10 seconds. I understand where the video was going from now, and I don't want to continue. And I want to swipe up. Like when I was on FaceTime my ex, I would try to swipe up on him sometimes.
Oh my.
That's how bad it was. That's how, sometimes. And back to TikTok though. But on TikTok, I realized the videos that are entertaining are of these influencers that are just being pure menaces to society. So there's something to talk about is influencers are a pure menace to society. Because tell me why. I was on TikTok and I saw the two twins that were on fucking RuPaul's Drag Race season, like, God, I can't remember the season. It was most recent season, and you guys know exactly what I'm talking about because I was so rooting for them. Sugar and Spice or something. Sugar and is it Sugar and Spice? Because if it is, I love Spice. I really wanted Sugar. Whichever one made it to the end, I really wanted them to win, but they just could not dance. I can't blame them because they're working with those like whore heels. So can you, like, how can you dance in that? Plus the rhythm added on something they don't have and was never born with. So it's just like I prayed every time they had to fight for their life. But that's besides the point. I was on her TikTok account and her video popped up on my For You page and I'm watching it and it's these two doing a transition video. And it was them like vlogging how they do it, like the background of it. And in the vlog, they were like before they got into drag, they were like look at us, look at our neighbors gonna pass by. Guys, listen to me, listen to me, listen to me. Imagine your comfortable building, you chilling in your crib, right? And then you like, oh, I got a doctor's appointment. Let me go downstairs, get in my car, go to my doctor's appointment like a normal day on a day, and you walk outside your building and all you see, soon as you walk out, you don't even look that good because you know it's a normal doctor's appointment. It's a doctor. What you trying to look good for? You just chilling. It's a normal. It's a little checkup. I don't got time for this. You looking busted and disgusted, and you go outside, and as soon as you turn your head, all you see are like two 7-foot dudes with wigs on in heels. And then you got another dude recording them, and there's a camera pointing, and you just see them running towards it, and they're just running back and forth because again, this is the background video, so they're just doing transitions. Because remember, 60 seconds attention spans are short. People, you don't see what happened. So I feel like I swear, God, influencers are just crazy because imagine, like, how wild is that? How wild is that to get out of your apartment building and you just see these two grown ass men doing this shit. And I love me some drag queens. Don't get it twisted. I'm just saying, like, nigga, people is crazy. Like, and it's like they're just a 1% of the bigger thing. That's just an example. Cause really, truly think about. I really want y'all. The next time y'all go on TikTok and y'all see an influencer being an influencer, and you know exactly what I mean. Because when an influencer being an influencer, sometimes they just do too much. But it's entertaining to us because we don't give a fuck and we don't gotta see it. Like, we don't gotta see that shit being created. We just get to see the final result, and that's all we want to see. So to us, we find entertaining. But try being around this shit and seeing these people with phones in their faces just talking to themselves and just turning the camera and got you all up in a video when you just trying to mind your business and eat your donut like a fat fuck, and you just happen to get caught on your worst day and you just see you in the background of somebody else's video. Like, Nobody wants that. I wouldn't want that, especially when I'm going outside with like fucking ripped up pants, a shirt with holes in it, and my hair looking like I got in a fight with 4 bears. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody want to get caught looking like that. So yeah, it's just crazy to really think about it, because I took a step back and I'm like, we entertaining these people. People are out here. Like, there was one dude that was harassed and another man got shot, and he's still doing it. He thought it was funny because he did it for the clicks. That is a pure menace to society. What are you doing? Like, and we're entertaining this, and it's not like he's even. It's like Andrew Tate is like a whole thing, pure menace to society, and it's just like we're. It's just real. He's not really a menace to society. He's more of an internet menace to society. Because I really feel like nobody really gave a fuck about that nigga in person. I feel like that nigga really wasn't shit behind the cameras. If I'm gonna be honest, because honestly, I didn't know who that nigga was until he was on his downfall. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a bitch that know a lot of shit. So I feel like when I see something, everybody know before me. Because I always feel like I'm the last bitch who knows some shit. So when I saw that, I was just like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, imagine how many people out there without any clout at all are just trying to get clicks and views, and they just bullying their neighbors, harassing them, just like doing the most, being loud as fuck. Imagine you downstairs at that apartment building, you just hear them heels clacking at 8 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, you hear the same TikTok audio going over and over because they creating a lot of clips of that shit. You just like, shut the fuck up, Thank God I don't live in an apartment. I'm never gonna live in an apartment. You apartment girlies, there needs to be a TikTok apartment where it's just like TikTok creates this big ass apartment building, just put all those hoes in there, create our own little TikTok influencer society, so we can just get the menaces in one bubble and they can fuck with each other. And then we can get our content and they can get their world, and then we'll all be happy. And the worse you get moved there. It's like a jail thing. That should be in court. that was a lot. But that just had to be said. And if you didn't like what I said, I don't give a fuck. But you can let me know in my comments though. But give me my 5 stars because I earned that. But yeah, so let me know if you agree though, because I really do feel like it's pure menacy. Like, it's terrible. It's enjoyable though. It's funny, but it's just like thinking about it from the other person that has to like see that shit behind the scenes is crazy to me. Especially when they're doing like just some out of pocket ass shit they shouldn't be doing. Just like, okay, let's get into this. So I saw this. Literally, this is news. Social media update. News. Maybe like, Marie, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? This is happening. This just happened recently. And the social media update. So this one tea that happened really recently, like yesterday for me, and I don't know when this video will be posted. I'm gonna try to post it literally tomorrow. And I want to say this beforehand before I get into this shit, because I'm gonna get into it, because I'm an advocate of people where it's just like, I like to play both parties. I like to be a fake ass bitch. Not really, not fake. I'm a real ass bitch, but I don't like to pick and choose. I like to be in the middle. I like to be in between kind of girl, I don't want to be like, I like to understand people's both. I like to understand both sides of the story, because I feel like everybody has their own story. Everybody does something to get something to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just want to say that. I'm not, if I ever come off as I'm disrespecting this person and I don't care for what she has to, like, I don't care for her feelings or opinion, she is totally valid for how she feels. Not without a shadow of a doubt. Valid as hell. But what I'm gonna commentate on mostly is gonna be about people just rushing to deliberate and just automatically defend. And like, I feel like this is really being blown way out of proportion. I genuinely don't think it's that deep. Especially for the internet, I feel like it's not that deep. But of course it's that deep with the people it's about. So let me get in. Anyway, social media update. So Mr. Beast and Roseanne. So if you haven't been on social media, well, it's just recently happened, but recently, so something surfaced. Trisha Paytas posted a video on her podcast. I do not even know what her podcast is called. She posted a video on her podcast with Roseanne, a YouTuber, and they were talking about, because you know how Trisha Paytas podcast goes, she just chills with her little guest person at the time. So she was chilling with Roseanne, and it came up where how she was it came up about some tea with Mr. Beast, and it was also in her title, so of course people are going to click on it and watch it. But so pretty much the gist of it is she felt some type of way, and she did not like how she was cut it out of Mr. Beast's video. And you're like, what video? Mr. Beast made a video like a year ago. So he made a video a year ago, and it was a hide and seek content creator, and Roseanne was in a video. And so how the video pretty much went, it was 3 winners: Logan Paul, Larry from TikTok, and that magic guy from Vine, that when Vine died. And so those are the 3 original winners in the video. But now it's coming out that that was not the original lineup when the video was actually being made. Roseanne was originally, I think, supposed to be in first or second place. But when a video came out, Mr. Beast said it himself that the winner was Logan Paul, right? And if you look at the video, the title is Plot Twist. No, not the title. The title isn't Plot Twist, but he puts in his comments literally plot twist, like stay till the end for a plot twist or whatever. So he's pretty much admitting that Logan Paul won. But it's coming to surface that Roseanne said that actually she lasted longer than Logan Paul. And also it's coming to light that Larry was actually supposed to be disqualified because he fell asleep and you were not allowed to sleep. And then another person was actually supposed to be in the top 3, who was not. I think his name was Cypher. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that, but yeah. So now so the drama is Mr. Beast getting a lot of hit back because, like, what are you doing? You're lying in one of your videos. So Roseanne goes on to say that after that video came out and she saw that most of her clips was cut it out and she just got lost in a crowd when it came to her getting eliminated. Even though she made it 3 days, stayed up all fucking night for that video and literally vlogged for that man to get him the content. And so I would be upset, especially if I come out, like if I see a video I'm so proud to be in and I beat a whole bunch of males in and it comes out I'm not even in the video. I'm like, what the fuck? What I sign up for then, bitch? You know? So after Trisha Paytas' podcast came out and this video came out, I'm like, the internet has been going crazy on Mr. Beast. He's getting hella backlash right now for doing this to her and making her feel this way. And so now she was on an H3 podcast and she went into more depth because she really couldn't answer everyone's questions about like the specifics of what happened. And so she went on H3 and she said that so she was like, since some people were asking her, why didn't you just like talk about it, or like talk about it when it happened instead of waiting a year to talk about it? And so her reply to that, she signed an NDA. Oh, she said also because she's just like, she knows how the industry works and she's just such a nice person. She didn't really bother because she was like, she didn't want the backlash from his fan base, which is understandable. I mean, like, Mr. Beast has one of the hugest fan bases. He has the hugest YouTube account known to man, and his views are just this steady pace of 50 million people at the minimum. Like, was her reasoning for why she waited until now? Because, and then again, she was just given this platform, and you know how Trisha Paytas be. She literally loves talking about her guests because, again, she's a good host and she genuinely wants her guests to enjoy where they are. So I was like, why would she not talk about that when I feel like that was a casual come up because I mean, like, come on, it's a podcast. It's Trisha Paytas. Of course, why not? Clickbait. So another thing on H3 was there like she was like one thing that she said was wrote him a letter. She was writing him some letters because I think she wanted a record of their communication. And Mr. Beast he was just like, he wants to continually only talk on the phone. He doesn't want to do things over text. And she feels like that's weird because, like, why do you not want to talk on the phone? So that's pretty much the gist. But she says this has affected her mental health, and she has been used in the past by people, and people have taken advantage of her kindness as for weakness, and she's just tired of being treated as like, she's tired of having this persona of a sweet girl that always has to be sweet and she can never be mad and just like Miss Perfect. Because like literally the clickbait for this drama is like the sweetest YouTuber exposed Mr. Beast. So like with that as her like title and like her persona and the way she carries in the YouTube community as being the nicest person, and she has to keep that. So she felt as in like she couldn't say anything because like then they're gonna be like, oh, look at her, like, like doing too much. From what I heard. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what they're talked about. And so here comes my personal opinion. You thought that was my personal opinion? No, I was just telling you what happened. So here comes my personal opinion because I have so many feelings about this, but I really just want to say like I want to say first like first and foremost, her feelings are totally valid. Like totally there's proof, it's weird. And it's clearly that he knew what was happening because he did a voiceover after the video was edited saying that Logan Paul won. So it's clear that he knew exactly what he was doing. But I want to say, like, okay, I understand that it's crazy to, like, I feel like this has blown up way into out of proportion because now I feel like it's ruining someone's character over something that is an obvious business matter, is the obvious, like, behind closed doors should have been professionally solved. Even though the way it came into light did not help it at all. But I mean, like, what do you expect? I don't expect anything else from it because, like, she was scared. She didn't want to get attacked by Mr. B's fame, and I don't blame her at all. But my thing is, it's just like it could have always been settled behind closed doors. I don't think it should have taken as long. You know what I'm saying? For him to reach out. But I also feel like it shouldn't have. It should have happened sooner. And she said that like she didn't hit him up. She admitted that like she didn't really say anything about it. But I feel like if it was bothered, and I'm not saying like, oh, you can get in touch with Mr. Beast, but it was stated that he reached out to you, and he may have reached out through his people, but I mean, like, come on, you are a bad bee of YouTube. You got your connections. I feel like you could really have went out to him and be like, hey, I don't really, can you like tell me what happened with like text him, because she's not answering his phone calls because she doesn't feel comfortable like being just on a phone, so because she can't record that, but I feel like you can't record that. But again, I'm not like, she's totally valid, but I'm just saying. And so I'm just like, I feel like it could have been talked about because I mean, like, come on, you're bad. You have your connections. I feel like she could have really messaged him and be like, can you explain to me why this happened? Because I won. I thought I won. We all know I came in third place, Like, this could have been fully discussed. And then when the time came and she got onto your podcast, she'd be like oh yeah, I told him, he fully ignored me. And then that's where it would be cause to concern, like, oh wow, that's Mr. Beast's character. But as soon as this came to light, he is reaching out to her. And of course everybody like, oh, the social media, his reputation is falling. Yeah, but I feel like the phone call thing, I feel like is being blown way out of proportion. She's saying she wants to email him and she wants to have the conversation through email so she can have like written copies. And I feel like now people are saying it's weird that he wants to talk on the phone, but I feel like it's weird, again, fully valid, but I also feel like it's kind of weird, like, why do you need like proof of what is being said? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you need to be able to take screenshots of stuff to post it? Because can't you record a phone call? Again, influencers have multiple recording devices. You can just really record and press record. I mean, like, answer the phone and press record and have a civilized business discussion. You can, like, again, I feel like his character is being portrayed really badly. And the only reason why I'm saying is for the people that are portraying his character badly for this coming into light. Because again, that's why I feel like this could have been done behind closed doors. And that's why I feel like this would have been better for both people to be done behind closed doors. Because no matter what's going to happen, Mr. B's followers, no matter what he says or does, is going to attack her. It's going to happen. Because, again, he has 50 million people viewing his YouTube videos on a steady stream. Steady income he's getting from people just watching him. So, of course she's going to get attacked. And, of course, she's scared. So, I just feel like it coming out to social media first is very, like, the same as in just like confronting him in private, because I don't know how that would have worked. And then one of the things on H3, the H3 host, his wife was like, I don't understand why people keep being like, why didn't you talk about it when it happened? And she was like, it's not that easy to like get in touch with someone when they're like with someone of that standard. And I'm like, and I was just thinking to myself, I feel like people, I don't feel like they're asking, why didn't you talk about it when it happened? Like, why didn't you stand up for yourself if you were really bothered? I feel like they're asking not for social media reasons, like privately tried to have a private discussion with him, but you didn't. And there's nothing wrong with that because, again, you were scared, and I understand. But I just feel like if it's been a year, and I just feel like if it was really balling you up inside, I might, personally, I would have hit him up and be like, hey, yo, that's kind of weird, you know? Like, why are you doing that? That's so weird. You know, you're being weird. And then, depending on his response, then it would have been like, well, whenever social media brings it up, I'm going to say my P's and Q's. But that's not what happened because, again, and I'm not saying she's doing this for clout. I mean, like, no, it's he's getting exposed. It happened to there's another person that was supposed to be in the top 3, I said, and so it happened to him too. But I just feel like when I'm just not liking how people are attacking this man's character over a video that was made a year ago for a charity event. Guys, like, people are like there was already speculations on Mr. Beast's videos and all of this and that, but it's just like, there's always going to be speculations on his videos, but when has there ever been like a real case where his videos were absolute BS? Where was one of his videos absolute BS and a person got absolutely effed over? This video, her, personally, Roseanne, this is air quote one of those videos, but not really. This is a personal matter, I feel like, with the video, because this isn't, her brand isn't tarnished. She was barely in a video, because if you think out of a business respect and you're extra in somebody's movie and they don't need you in a movie because you're not really giving what needs to be given, you're going to get cut out. That's how the businesses work. Do they call you after? No. That's the game. But of course, she's like he has his character but it's business though. You have to think about what his team is telling him. Like, ayo, she just wasn't really that entertaining, and we just had to cut her out. We just had to. What do you think Mr. Beast can like really say? She won, and she like. Again, this is my personal opinion. She's totally valid. He really needs to give her her apology, but I also feel like she needs to answer the phone. Let's just be honest. I mean, like, just answer the phone. I get it. It's traumatizing, but you can have your people around you and still answer the phone and press record. I'm sorry. I just feel like I feel like it's giving a little bit of do too much. And I get it. Everybody wants to attack him because like this is his time, but I feel like he is genuinely doing really good work and really is out there, and like only people that are having a problem with him are people that have money. Okay? Like, let's be honest. He is genuinely doing good work, and he is giving his money away that he's making. I mean, like, yeah, he's keeping his revenue, but still, he's still giving his money away to people out of the kindness of his heart. Like, you can't find fault with that. There's nothing. Everybody knows, like, you can't ignore the fact that we all know that he even donates to charity that he does not post. Like, come on. Like, all of this shit he does, I don't feel like he deserves this kind of like disrespect towards him. I feel like he should be given a chance to say his side, but he can't say his side because, again, he has such a huge fan base. So no matter what he says, it's going to be taken and twisted. And you have to think, his fan base is so big, his corporation, he is a brand name now, okay? Brand name. Everything of his is fucking copyrighted because his brand is so big. You have to think about that. So you have to think the platform he is on. Yes, he's a bigger YouTuber than her. So think about it. The stuff she has to go through to maintain her YouTube channel, he has to do probably 10 times that much with his production team. He probably has 10 times the lawyers she does. He probably has 10 times the people giving him advice on what to do. You know what I'm saying? So you have to think about it as in a business perspective, and not as him being like, oh, women have it, like a man portrayer. No, Logan Paul's blowing up at the time. Lorray was blowing up at the time. Okay? The Magic Guy was blowing up at the time. They were all three entertaining people throughout that entire video, and she was not blowing up at the time. And probably her little videos were not entertaining enough, and that's probably what happened. And again, I'm saying it's clearly wrong. I feel like he should have told her, but at the same time, he didn't. So like that's where I feel like he's wrong. He should at least given her a heads up, because obviously this is affecting her in a negative way. But I also feel like you I feel like you could have I feel like you could have I feel like you could have messaged him. I'm sorry. I don't know if you tried. I didn't hear you say you tried. You probably did say you tried and I ignored it. I don't know, but I feel like it could have been subtle. I feel like you have a huge platform. I've been watching your videos where you're making cakes. Remember those little cakes you used to make? I was watching those. I remember you used to do videos with your sister. That's how long, like, I know your brand name, and I feel like you have your connections where you can, you could have gotten that conversation, you could have gotten that condolence you needed, and I still feel like the phone call could be made. I feel like Mr. Beast is a real, like, everybody that knows Mr. Beast credits that he's a nice guy. I feel like it was a business move, and I feel like it's being blown out of proportion. And I feel like she does deserve an apology, but does it have to be a public apology? No, it's his choice. But I feel like it should really be talked about behind closed doors. I feel like, no offense, but she really should get off social media and like, because, but she is off. She only did the 8th grade, and it was yesterday. So, but yeah, I said what I wanted to say. That was I really wanted to say that, and I want to say one more time. Her opinions are totally valid. This is just my personal opinion. If you don't like what I say, I don't care. But I just feel like people really need to calm down. You give them an inch, they take a mile. And I, like, come on. I don't know. I just feel like I feel like it's kind of, I feel like it's a little, I just feel like it's a lot. I feel like it's too much. It's too much for the shit that's going on. I feel like it's not that deep for the real life. I feel like it's not that deep for the real life shit that is happening right now, because like, real people are dying. I was literally scrolling on TikTok and I saw a child without their brain inside their head. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, there is real shit going on, and people are trying to like attack a person who is a genuinely, I just feel like there's better things to worry about than this. I feel like this could be settled so quickly, and it recently happened, so hopefully it will get settled very quickly. But I just feel like, I don't know, y'all grown, but just get it together. Get it together, y'all. Get it together. Both sides. Both sides. Let's come to a conclusion. So a handshake. But again, it was. Anyway, let's move on. Next topic. Is it a red flag? I gotta come up with some more editing things, to make it like more interesting, maybe. But is it a red flag? So I've been having people talk to me too. So, hi, my name is Wendy, and I was wondering if it was a red flag if my boyfriend had a tat of his ex-girlfriend's name and he wants to keep it. I never ever really met a person. No, I have. My stepmom has her ex's name tatted on her, and she still hasn't got her moved. She says she wants to get it covered up, but she still hasn't done it yet. But I mean, it's a lot of money to get a cover up. I feel like it's expensive to get a cover up. But if he has his ex's name tatted on him, maybe Wendy, you might be lucky enough to get your name tatted on him. So I'm kind of a toxic bitch sometimes. So I don't think it's a red flag. I don't think it's one. You okay, Wendy? Wendy, try to get that name tatted. Get your name tatted in a more visible spot, better than hers. Do that. That would be like, like, if it's on his like his ribs, get yours on his face. Wherever it is on his body, just get yours on his face. I feel like if he's willing to get a girl name tatted on him, he's willing to get a face tat. I feel like people that got names tatted on them get face tats, especially if it's your ex name tatted on you. You get face tats, don't you? Imagine there's like people out there like, yeah, that's me. That is our group. There's like a group of people just like, oh shit, she knows. I only say that because my stepmom has a face tat and she has her ex's name tattooed on her, and I saw like a couple other people that do that shit. So my numbers aren't that, like, the range isn't that wide, but I know you're out there and I know what you're doing. Let's move on, because let's wrap this shit up. Next topic. Self love. Ooh, guys, I need this. I need my self love, because Again, I've been, going through a little bit of a rough patch, but self-love time. No task is beneath you. Don't put yourself above anyone or anything. Work hard in silence and let success make noise. Now, that's actually really, that's pretty much, I like that because it's just pretty much telling you to, keep your head down and let your work speak for you. And I feel like I'm gonna have to really work on that with myself, because I always feel like I'm trying to explain myself when it comes to promoting my podcast, when I really should just focus on continue just making my content, editing my posts, and putting them out there for you guys to see. And if I'm doing a good job, you guys will enjoy me. And I really need to remind myself that, because I keep finding myself trying to figure out better ways to get you guys to follow me, and figure out ways to change myself, when I'm like, I can't change myself enough, because then if I change myself too much, that's to the point where I'm not being my true authentic self, and I'm just lying for your entertainment and your money, and I just don't feel like that's right. So I'm really trying to make these videos 110% authentic Maria, with everything I say being 100% from my heart. And I want people to know, nothing I say on this podcast is ever meant to be malice or genuinely to hurt people. I'm genuinely here to just speak about my personal opinion, and I want to be the speaker of the people, even though the people is one, population of one, because it's me. But if you want to join my population, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? That sounded very culty, but what YouTube channel isn't a cult? Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? So I really need to keep that in my mind, because I really gotta focus on myself and just keep my head down and just do the work like I have to. But for anyone out there that needs to hear it, trust me, I am in the same boat as you, bro. I swear, I want to keep saying this because I really want people to know they're not alone. I feel like I'm always in my room and I be doing some weird shit, and I always be like, I'm so gross, I'm disgusting, there's something wrong with me, because I feel like there's no one else out there that's like me. And I feel like that's, I don't know if I said this before, but I feel like that's where TikTok comes into play, because you can originate yourself with other people, and you easily and very quickly, because again, 60 seconds, and you're gonna just relate to other people so much quickly, and you'd be like, oh, I'm not alone, this person does that too, this person acts like that, I'm not weird. So I want my podcast to be like that for you. So certain bullshit I say and certain ignorant shit I say, you may be like, oh, if I say this in public, a nigga gonna think I'm ignorant. Well, I said it for you, baby. Now I'm the ignorant one. Got a problem, deal with it, bitch. My tongue rolled in that shit. But yeah, so it's just I really want that to be known about my podcast, and that is my true authentic self, and I'm gonna stay to that. If you don't like it, goodbye. I'm not going nowhere unless I die any second, but we don't know when the resurrection is happening, so let's put that on pause. So I just really wanted to say that, because I know the little social media thing is gonna be a lot of controversy about it, but I really don't care, because they are some grown ass adults, and at the end of the day, they both got hella money, and they gonna be okay. And they white. And you may be like, why they white what being white got to do with it? Shut the fuck up. You know what being white got to do with it, okay? Shit. I don't see no World War III problems happening. Is your brother in jail right now? Are you trying to pay his bill and you don't got no money for it? If you don't got if you don't got problems like that, don't talk to me. I swear, I mean, this they sound fucked up, but I'm so serious. I'm just third world problems are just first world problems are so stupid to me. I swear to God, I'm not trying to listen to it. I hate when people tell me about their problems and it's bullshit. I'm just choke on my and die. You know, just get out of my face. And this has nothing to do with the social media thing. I'm just saying in general, just third world problems. There are third world problems happening right now, and this sounds like very real first world problems. I'm just saying there are third world problems happening right now, and this sounds very first world problems. Y'all can use this clout for something better, you know? Let's pray for the Palestinians. Jesus. Oh my gosh, free Palestine. That was I don't want to. I was gonna speak about that today. Actually, that was gonna be the social media update. Was gonna be that, but I do want to address it. I didn't. The reason why I replaced it with this was because I don't know that much about it, and I don't want to. This is something serious. The war that's happening right now is a serious event that is happening that I have. My knowledge on it isn't that wide, and I don't want to speak any kind of way. Like when it's serious shit, I don't speak on it, especially when I don't know the full story about it, because I don't want to give anyone the wrong kind of information. When it's social media bullshit, that's when I speak about it. And you'd be like, "Oh, well, her feelings are," I don't. Her problems, and I'm pretty sure she will agree. Her problems are irrelevant as fuck to what is happening over there. I'm pretty sure she will agree to what I am saying. So I'm just like, that's why I'm really bothered, because I'm just like, come on. Come on. But yeah, I didn't really want to speak on it because I didn't know. I'm not really up to, like, no, I'm not up to date. I'm watching that shit, like, because I only have surface knowledge, but I'm mostly watching it to educate myself that, like, this is happening and that there are people out there that are really, really suffering right now. And it's like, I feel like I can feel the hurt from people that are here that want to go there and help. And it's just like, is so agonizing to see Palestinians that are in the United States, or people that even just, like, people that have family over there that are just, like, literally waiting for it to calm down to see if their family is alive. Like, I'm seeing so many, like, there are doctors out there that are waiting, like, literally, like, any moment now for a bomb to attack them, but they're literally fighting for their lives to save people that were bombed. And they're finding out that their family members are passing as they're trying to be, like, the savior to these people that have nowhere else to turn to. So, like, just like that alone, that is like one like a grain of the biggest thing that is happening over there. And that's why I didn't want to speak on it, because I don't have the knowledge of it. And if you do want to hear about it more, I would tell you to go look it up. Literally, you can search it. It's everywhere right now, and just, like, pray for them. That's what I've been doing. That's the only thing I can do, sadly, with my power. And if anyone out there, if you believe in prayer and you want to pray for them, because they can use all the prayers they can get. Every time I see it, I pray for every person I see in that video, because it's so heartbreaking to see that. And it's just like, it's just words can't even fathom how serious what's happening is going on. So I just want people to really just, like, realize, like, I understand, like, I understand, like, oh, well, like, there's nothing I can do, so I'm just gonna continue my day to day. Like, I get that, but at the same time, just, like, keep that in the back of your mind. Anytime you want to fucking waste your life being a fucking asshole, or just, like, being a waste of space, there are people out there that are genuinely fighting to live. There are kids, women, and children are, like, it's to the point where I feel like they're just trying to extinct the Palestinians. That's to the point where it's looking, because if you look at the number rate for women and children dying, is crazy. Like, literally, it's mainly women and children, and it's crazy how that's the main target, because it's just like, what is that? And again, I don't want to speak on it, but I just feel like that's weird in itself. So it's just like, that alone, I feel like, should give you shivers on your spine, to where you're wasting your life being a terrible person when there are literally children that don't even get to start their lives, that never gonna see the age past 6. She was 5. That's crazy. But yeah, I just want people to think about that, like, seriously. And if you want, pray for them, because again, it can, like, that's, like, the best you can do. Like, that's the least you can do. But I don't want to leave it on a sad note. So, but, like, it's a realistic one though. But let's something I do want to talk about, movie talk. Movie talk. One of my favorite movies I like to watch that helps comfort me when I'm at my worst is Pitch Perfect. Pitch Perfect. If you don't know what Pitch Perfect is, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, literally? Because you're dumb. You're stupid. You're dumb. You're stupid, and everything and above. Because what? It's Pitch Perfect. Pitch Perfect is the best movie. I sing every song. I know every routine. I know all the choreography. Don't play with me. Pitch Perfect is where it's at. It's where it needs to be. If you ever want to blow your brains out, watch Pitch Perfect and then watch the other ones. And then tell me how you realize that music is amazing. And singing without instruments and dancing is beautiful. Who knew not needing instruments and using our vocal cords would make us feel so happy inside? Like, I swear to God, watch Pitch Perfect. It's such a good movie. It's such a feel good movie. But I'm getting so hot. I'm so sweaty. This is a dress, if you didn't know. But that is in episode 13. I hope you guys have a beautiful and lovely day. I hope you can listen to my podcast anywhere and everywhere. Don't forget to hit up your girl. Subscribe. Don't forget to give me my 5 stars too. And if you have anything to say it in my comment section. Leave a complaint. But like me. Because I'm funny. And I don't get the problem. Bye, guys. I hope you have a beautiful day. That's the end of episode 13.